Hey everyone, it's Kai from Cool Collectibles, back again for another review. This time it's the Kotobukiya Horror Bishoujo Pennywise statue. For all your Kotobukiya statues, click the link in the description below to head on over to Big Bad Toy Store. They ship worldwide, so definitely check them out. Alright, if you haven't already, hopefully you can head over and check out my review of the Leatherface statue, which I just posted before this. I got this together with the Pennywise and Soundwave figures in my latest Big Bad Toy Store pile of loot. So hopefully you can stick around for all that. The artwork, as I was saying in the Leatherface review, I think they've really upped the quality of the artwork and the box art. Love that prototype artwork there. And you can get a full shot of it on the side. Product art. Now, I really would have wished that they had some sort of reflective or light up feature for the eyes, because that does look creepy as hell and very nicely done. So it's a shame they didn't include that. I haven't actually checked if it's some sort of reflective paint app, but I'll have a look at that a bit later. As I was saying with the Leatherface statue, some of the little collector surprises they've got when you unbox, and I love that little bit of a higher Georgie on the lid there as you open it up, which is very nice. So that's pretty much the artwork there. The statue itself, I was mentioning in the Leatherface review that there's probably one nitpick that I have for this statue, and it's probably my new favorite out of the series based on the overall details and paint app. But the one feature I don't think they achieved as well as they could have is this balloon. In a lot of the product photos, I actually thought the balloon was able to stand vertically up as it would in real life if that was a real balloon. Balloons tend to sort of float up vertically, and the string, no matter how you hold it, will always sort of go up vertically. But the way they've got the hole and this wire, it tends to just lean forward, probably a bit too far. Now I guess you can take this out. There is a little tiny hole in the hand. And I had to dip that in a little bit of hot water just to soften the plastic so I could get the stem through. It is very tight, but once you get it through, it sort of breaks away a little bit of the molding or the flashing that it's got in there, and then it almost becomes a little bit too loose. And so the inside of the hand, I'm not sure if that's picking it up. There is a little slot for it, but it tends to wobble in and out within the hand, so it tends to fall forward and have that sort of weird angle. So if I just gently put it back in there, so having it sort of gently fall forward like that just doesn't look as natural or as good as I thought it was going to look. What I might do is add a little bit of putty or tick, what do they call it, blue tack or something like that in there to have it forced into as upright a position as it can, and then it's sort of sits a lot straighter, at least better than it normally would, and I think that just gives it a better look. It's a shame that this metal string is as rigid as it is. I was actually hoping that it was going to be some sort of bendable wire, and so you could have it curved and straightened up, but in a gentle sort of curve, but it's a very rigid steel piece, so I don't actually want to bend it too far just in case I snap the damn thing off, which is a shame. The balloon itself is pretty nicely done. It feels fairly soft. I wouldn't want to push it too hard. It's a shame that there's a seam line across there, so you might want to, if you could display it from the front, you'd probably want to have it facing like so you don't actually see the seam along the side there. But that's probably my one and only nitpick for the statue. Oh no, looking at it now, the other nitpick is I didn't realize it leaned so far forward in the pose. A lot of the product photos were actually from a lower angle, I think. So when you have it from a lower angle, it looks really, really nice. But on a desk or on a shelf or something that's a little bit lower, it tends to lose some of that effect, which is a shame. So I'll probably have to display mine on a higher shelf, which I guess isn't really necessarily a problem, but I just didn't realize that the pose of it was having her lean so far forward, which really does hide a lot of the detailing that's really beautiful in the front of the statue. And on those details, I think that's where the statue itself really excels and makes it my new favorite in the series. The face sculpt is probably one of the best that they've done in the series. The paint is really clean and sharp. There's no bleeding or anything like that, as you'd expect from Kotobukiya. I love those eyes. It would have been nice if there was some sort of glow in the dark thing, but if I just switch off the lights, I don't think they incorporated any of that. That would have been a next level sort of feature. The hair, I love the sculpting in the hair. Not sure if it would have been a little bit nicer if it had some sort of translucency in it. But overall, it looks fantastic. I think the this neck piece here looks a little bit translucent. Would have been nice if they had done that with the hair as well. But just some of the molding details in the neck piece, the outfit here, just the folds and the shading just look so nice. I think probably some of their best sculpting work. I love the bow at the back here, the subtle red coming through, even the sort of shading in the stockings here. It's not just a plain white or grey. It's got the nice black wash on there. I love the sort of black wash and shading that they've got in the pants here, the top of the pants. Looks really, really nice. The other feature I love is the shiny metallic base. Sort of reminds me of a better version of the Freddy statue, the original one, and I think with Jason had reflective bases, but this one with the puddles where she's stepping just looks really nice in that effect. And of course you get the paper boat with the SS Georgie on it, if I can sort of get that focused. So overall, just the detailing is really nice. Love the little pom-pom things there, and the detailing in this front of the corset area here looks absolutely gorgeous. So overall, this is probably one of their best sculpted and best painted statues, and I'm glad that they chose Pennywise in this series. I don't think I've seen any other teasers for what's coming up next in this series, so hopefully the line hasn't stopped at this particular point. But I guess with Leatherface here, I will take some photos and post them up on the Facebook page with the rest of the collection. I think with all of them together, they really take this Horror Bishoujo series to a fantastic talking point in the collection. When friends come over and they see these, it's always a talking point for my friends when I have them over for dinner and so on. So I think if you're a fan of the series, definitely get both of these. They're a great addition to the series, and hopefully they have other ones coming up. I'm just trying to think of some other characters. Ghostface, even Hannibal. I'm sure I'm missing some, but it would be fantastic if they kept this series going. But until then, hopefully you can subscribe and like the video. And I've got the, as I was saying before, the Transformers DLX Soundwave coming up next for Transformers fans. But until then, thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers. Bye.